A very Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. Welcome into today's Daily Bible reading for Saturday, December the 24th. Today we are reading together in Ecclesiastes 6. Ecclesiastes 6 is on the schedule. Thanks for tuning in. Let me go and get the text up on the screen for us. I have a really key thought that stands out to me as I read this text in preparation for our reading together that I think is very much appropriate for this time of the year. I have my computer running on my phone's Wi-Fi. So hopefully if there is a blackout that rolls through, as has happened a couple times already today, that won't be an issue. It may get dark in here, but besides that, the stream and the audio and everything should remain just fine. So just keep that in mind in case you see it go dark in here all of a sudden. Just one of those things that we're dealing with right now with the weather being as it is. Let's read together here in Ecclesiastes 6 and verse number 1. Ecclesiastes 6 verse number 1, here is a tragedy I have observed under the sun, and it weighs heavily on humanity. God gives a person riches, wealth, and honor, so that he lacks nothing of all he desires for himself, but God does not allow him to enjoy them. Instead, a stranger will enjoy them. This is futile and a sickening tragedy. A man may father 100 children and live many years, no matter how long he lives, if he is not satisfied by good things, and he does not even have a proper burial. I say that a stillborn child is better off than he, for he comes in futility and he goes in darkness, and his name is shrouded in darkness. Though a stillborn child does not see the sun and is not conscious, it has more rest than he. And if a person lives 1,000 years twice, but does not experience happiness, do not both go to the same place? All of a person's labor is for his stomach, yet the appetite is never satisfied. What advantage then does a wise person have over the fool? What advantage is there for the poor person who knows how to conduct himself before others? Better what the eyes see, there we go, than wandering desire. This too is hevel or futile and a pursuit of the wind. Whatever exists was given its name long ago, and it is known what mankind is. But he is not able to contend with the one stronger than he. For when there are many words, they increase futility. What is the advantage for mankind? For who knows what is good for anyone in life? In the few days of his futile life that he spends like a shadow, who can tell anyone what will happen after him under the sun? That is Ecclesiastes 6. The main point that I want to focus on today is what we see from verses 3 down through verse 9. There's talks about this man who fathers 100 children. He lives many years. And no matter how long he lives, if he is not satisfied by the good things, if he's not satisfied by the good things, does not have a proper burial, then says even a stillborn child is better off than he. Talks about having a satisfaction here a little further down. Talks about the appetite never being satisfied. Down here a little further, better off what the eyes see than wandering desire. All of these get back to the idea of contentment. During this time of the year, whenever we are exchanging gifts, whenever we are spending time with family, it can be very easy for us to become less than content and to not find satisfaction in the good things that God has done for us. And the preacher here in Ecclesiastes says that if you do that, then if you never allow yourself to be satisfied, if you never allow yourself to enjoy the good things that you have, if your appetite is constantly going, and if you never allow your appetite to be satisfied, then that's just you living in a hevel way. That's you living in a futile way, in a meaningless way, in a way of vanity. You're reaching after that which is fleeting, and you're never going to catch it. Again, that's why it's described here as being the pursuit of the wind. Better what the eyes see than wandering desire. This too is futile and a pursuit of the wind. The wandering desire, there's always that little bit more. We always want that little bit more. We're never quite satisfied, never quite content with what we have. That present that we got, or the time we got to spend with our family. Yeah, we had that, but man, we wish that we would have got that other present, or we wish that they would get to stay, just a few days longer, or whatever it is. There's always something more that we could desire and that we could want. But here's the thing: if we're always constantly just wanting more, then that's probably going to hinder our happiness. That's going to hinder us from enjoying the good things that God has given us. Again, we need to learn to be content. We need to learn to be happy with what the eyes see, be happy with what we actually have, than to constantly be wanting more. That type of mentality, again, it inhibits happiness. It inhibits thankfulness to God. It inhibits gratitude. It inhibits us from truly enjoying the things that God has given us. Again, and we think about this text, think about the reality of its how it's said in chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 5, a little bit here in chapter 6. It is appropriate to eat and drink and experience the good and all the labor one does under the sun during the few days of his life that God has given him, because that is his reward. That's chapter 5 and verse 18. But what happens if we always are wanting more? What happens if we're never satisfied with that? Well, then we're probably not going to enjoy the things God has given us. So my encouragement for us all today is to find satisfaction in what we get to enjoy during this holiday season. However much time you get to spend with your family, whatever gifts you receive, whatever experiences you have, be thankful for that. Be content with that, and find joy in the blessings of God. I know it can be easy for us, again, to be upset that we didn't get this or didn't get that, but think about what we do have, and think about that being a grace from God, a true blessing from him, to show us just how good he is to us. Thanks so much for tuning into this reading on this Saturday, this Christmas Eve. We will not have a reading for tomorrow, and we'll have the final week of reads then beginning on Monday. We'll go Monday through Sunday, finishing out Ecclesiastes, and then we'll begin our brand new read for 2023 on, no, excuse me, I'm sorry. We're going to go Monday through Saturday in our read through Ecclesiastes, and then next Sunday on January 1st, we'll begin our new read from Genesis through Esther. And I'm currently working to finish up the schedule, so I'll have those printed out and ready for us to have here soon. Again, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone. Hope you're staying warm, and if you have anything that you need, please feel free to reach out and let me know, and I'll be happy to do what I can to help you. If you just need a warm house to hang out in, let us know about that as well. Whatever you need, we're here to help and serve those who might be having difficulties during this really cold snap. Hopefully be warming up here soon, and things will get back a little bit to normal. Again, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a great Saturday. Take care. Okay.